To keep you updated on the capital and financial markets, here is a recap of what happened.
China's securities regulator is to implement new guidelines for strengthening the role of performance benchmarks in regulating mutual fund investments. Widely used in overseas markets but less developed in China, performance benchmarks, typically stock or bond indexes, are the standards set by fund management companies to reflect a mutual fund's investment style, ensure that investment behavior aligns with the designated style, and evaluate fund performance. Geopolitical risks and sustained market volatility are likely to dominate the investment landscape this year, according to an annual survey by the Investment Management Association of Singapore. Some 85% of respondents anticipate heightened geopolitical risks and market volatility, up from 56% in 2025. It reflects the state of the world that we live in, the increased volatility, Carmen Wee, IMAS's chief executive officer, tells Asia Asset Management. Fund managers would have to manage and position their portfolios in anticipation of this, she says, adding that this should be done through diversification and adoption of more innovative strategies. Many Malaysians may spend decades working yet still reach retirement without meaningful financial security, according to the latest report by the PNB Research Institute. The report warns that relying on traditional poverty alleviation measures and subsidies is no longer sufficient as the country rapidly ages. Malaysia is aging before becoming a high-income nation, leaving households with weaker incomes, limited savings, high debts, and thinner financial buffers compared with wealthier peers like Japan, South Korea, and Singapore. The Laro capital market has reached a milestone with the official launch of Supreme Smarty Fund Management, the first entity of its kind to be licensed in the country. The company's opening ceremony in Vientiane drew a high-profile gathering of financial officials. Key events leading up to the launch included the National Assembly's approval of the amended securities law in 2019 and a 2023 update to the decision on fund management business licensing. Indonesia's stock market could see as much as $9 billion of passive outflows after MSCI Inc. flagged fundamental investability issues linked to opaque shareholding and warned it may cut the weighing of Indonesian equities in its emerging market indexes and downgrade the Southeast Asian nation to a frontier market. The benchmark Jakarta Composite Index dived more than 10% in just 2 days since the US index provider issued the warning in a statement on the 28th of January, wiping out the 3% gain made before that in 2026. If MSCI makes good on the downgrade threat, there could be $8 to $9 billion of outflows from passive investments like index-linked funds, according to Singapore-based investment banking and securities firm CGS International. Read the latest issue of the e-Zine available at FIMM's official website to stay updated about what's going on in the industry.
This has been the FIMM TV Weekly Recap. Be informed, stay updated. Be sure to like, share and subscribe.